Every day activity that we do involve physical activities, walking, physical education, cater for all age groups. The young, the youth, and the adult. We also say that physical education is used as a physiotherapy.
We came up with a number of them. One of which we looked at PE as a tool to relate others. This we looked at, for instance, football, because of this physical education being taught in class, it trains these learners to relate with one another from class.
According to our group, we came up with the following: that physical education is for everyone, including the unborn babies in the womb, because they also make some movements. So it caters for all ages and categories.
We have discussed the definition of physical education. That it is education that is through physical activities. Therefore, we gain physical fitness, which helps us in our day-to-day life.
Good morning, colleagues. From our group, we have discussed a lot. Many of you mentioned about just highlight a few mentioned by other groups because some of them are described. However, in our life, we discussed and found that P is a way of life, and we looked at these aspects. One, promoting healthy lifestyle. As we were discussing, we also feel like self-aware. Doctors always advise our patients also to do some small looking around to improve on their health.
Locally made. Need light? Yes. Very light. This one can easily fall.
No. It depends on the grip.
I like the wooded one.
So in improvisation, they are meant to identify where the problem is and agree on what they should provide. They are similar to the conventional, but serving the purpose. So they name it, they list what they are going to use, and it is straightforward.
Once again.
So I think when they get to the screen, they use
It's rugby.
I've brought the other item. We handle it.
Okay.
Yeah, out.
I'm going to deliver a spin pass to you. So you need to double your shirt, the hand this way, and then ready to receive the ball. I used to play rugby in campus.
either cheap, if we are to buy that
our environment. We don't want to destroy. So we are using rainwater and we want some water which has been used as a way of sustaining our environment. Because that is waste, so we have to have it. And this is durable, it can be used under basic planning skills. That is ready. So this is what our book has done.
So we are mindful about the environment.
And we saw that from the dryer that we normally use, if the other part is spoiled and the sticks are there, we can also use it at it
When you jump a far distance, you can sweat. Many people can.
But with the time, to develop critical thinking, innovative skills, manipulative skills, because they can now have the work done by their hands. Yes, problem solving, so many genetic skills. And because they
In a special way, I want to thank all of you, especially participants, for putting aside all your busy schedules to come and attend this training, especially at the time when you should be relaxing with your families. After over 87 days of teaching, and with the organizers of this training, I discovered that it is a rich program. I want to remind you that when you leave here, after the 12 days, you will be better informed than your way when you join another way you came on Sunday. As a host, we want to thank the organizers of this training and to send our appreciation for picking us to host. In a special way, we want to thank the ministry for always considering us when it comes to hosting such functions or trainings. It is also our appeal as hosts that in case you have any challenges, in case you don't satisfy any of the services we are offering, please don't suffer silence. You report to us and we shall see how to help you.
The program coordinator giving me an opportunity to say a word or two, especially to our guests. I want to start by saying we are grateful to have this opportunity to be seated here and stay here for 2 weeks, undergoing this very important training. And I, with that, I want to, on behalf of these members and colleagues who are all secondary school teachers, who are the ones teaching our children physical education, the different schools in the Philippines region, to say that we want to thank God for this opportunity. Most times, these trainings have been organized in far off places in Kampala, we hear in Gulu, we hear in where we thought we were neglected. But this time around, we want to thank the coordinator for bringing it here at home. Thank you very much, madam. We are also grateful to Acholi for all these members. You see them here were selected carefully by Acholi. Actually, it's a privilege. Thank you very much for bringing up these members here. Secretary, we want to say thank you. There are very few schools with the facilities that you have, and we are really enjoying the facilities here. Thank you for accepting. Rumors were saying we were supposed to go somewhere, but Secretary said, please come home. And thank you, Secretary, for bringing us home. Colleagues, thank you very much for accepting to come. Our guests, I want to tell you that it has not been very easy to organize all these people to be here, especially at this time when some programs are going on, others have holidays, validation is on, and these members have decided to be here. And we are grateful. So thank you very much, colleagues, for being here.
Our national coordinator for leading capacity building trainings, the Principal Education Officer from the Department of Physical Education, Madam Ajari, fellow facilitators, the other members of the ministry, and the trainees, regular to everyone. I'm Chizaru, a teacher of physical education, and an author and a trainer of physical education, and today I'm the leading facilitator. Guest of honor, where you have found us, this is our third day, and according to what we're supposed to cover, it is spread out into 13 days. We reached here on Sunday, that was the community, and the way you have found us, we are covered so far. We have looked at the philosophy of physical education, the assessment bit of it, looking at the classroom-based activities of integration, UNAID, GIT assessment, and the projects. That is how we assess these learners in the new curriculum. We have also looked at the pedagogy. How do we instruct the class in the new curriculum style, where we are looking at the teacher as the facilitator, not just a content giver. Then we have also found us in the act of improvisation, and I think you must have been impressed by the creativity of these members, that what they were using, actually they have not used any coin, they have used the environment around us. Therefore, the teaching of physical education should never be hindered by lack of materials. Now, why did we have this training on this slide? As the previous speakers have mentioned it, we have always been having the national, which has already been centered in Kampala, where the invitation was a little bit segregated. So we found it very, very vital. If this baby subject that we are doing with this education is to take the right grassroots, We had it back to the regional level, and thank God that we had with actually sub-region, and they are not being disappointed by these methods. They have fun, and they are very, very positive about what they are. We may say sorry to you, Mr. Gesokona, that you come us here in the room, but we as physical education teachers, our classes are always outside. But because we had to ground these teachers into the basics of the new curriculum, we had to give them this time to be in class. But starting from after lunch, then plus the subsequent days, we are always going to be outside. With that, I request to stop there.
It is such a pleasure to host you today. Of all the activities ongoing in the region, you have selected to come to our house. Thank you so much for that. I have the facilitators, they will number 12. I'm working with the national coordinator, Point of this time, the Department of Education and Sports. Substantively, and this principal education officer. Trained, qualified, professional physical education teacher. I taught for 18 years and I've been in office for 16 years with a passion and physical touch of physical education. But we thank God that as we speak today, there are some milestones we have achieved. The teachers are busy on trainings, the orientations are going on like 1 year. The qualification trainings, those who are oriented from orientation, they quickly go and take on qualification training. The Education Service Commission has recruited a number of them like we've had. And I'm very sure and optimistic that even the deployment will take shape. Because we need them, and it's very vital ground. Every school requires this education. In the prime participants are supposed to be 75. Allocations, we are always total together with the ASHU, their persons, and we are given according to the density of the schools. Each of the 8 districts of Acholi region and the represented. Although the right share has gone to the host district, where we had required 18 participants, they have turned in very big numbers. Club yourselves. We had the national nutrition trainings, which were solicited from the 13 national regions from the national cohort of 130, of whom Acholi region had a share of 5. We invited the 5 to be part of the facilitation team here to affirm their competence, which they were training in at the national trainings. And so far, 2 are full here with us. We are waiting for the 3. Some are saying they are waiting for the validation exercise. Some have gone to really work. Around this time, we could not find a better time like today. Though it is populated with also education activities, as we have already recorded. Working through all that they can take to maintain us here. We eat all the meals required because we spend a lot of energy. We are sleeping, we use the utilities, and we require some materials here and there. And they have bread. That's special. Thank you so much. As the facilitator tonight has told you, they are all to come. We shall have the national facilitator. He has been on the kids athletics in Oero. It's on bus when he's here. We'll take on his grade. But there is no vacuum all the time. We continue to work. And others will join us as we get into their competence-based areas. Because we started the classrooms for the curriculum, and as we go into the specifics, they carry these competencies into their respective specific practical units of the curriculum. The others, the teachers here are qualified by training, majority of them, because they are taking subjects from me, but the majority here are doing biology PE. They are those who are doing PE only because of the requirement, and also the sports science units at most universities. Then the PE mathematics are many. We have those who are in the arts-based subject. By the way, these are the ones who deny the physical education subject, the science enhancement study. Because the geographers are also teaching PE, but we love this so much. The outlets, educating the opportunity, invite the chairperson of the Gulu Acholi to greet his people, and thereafter invite the chief guest.
Chief guest, CEO, Inspector, the National Coordinator, Uganda, Secretariat Administration, all invited, the participants, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm Simon Peter Torach, the chairperson of Gulu. When you talk of Gulu, Gulu City and Gulu District, it has been our design to have everything done at home. And I'm happy to see you, the selected people, in the Acholi region. Thank yourself for being one of the members. Dear participants, we have to thank fully those who are behind this kind of program. Performance and thank you. For the few times the minutes I've spent here moving around, I've enjoyed it. What you have done with the help of your facilitators, I'm happy to say that you have relieved the school administrations as well as the parents of our children. Many times in several schools, demands for PE materials are high. Break the skipping, rope, break the ball, break this, all those they list for parents to buy for their children if they are to practice PE in the school. But today I'm happy to see us using the local resources available. And if my teachers learn of this, they will sleep. So help us, in my own interest, take this training seriously. So that when you go back home, you go well equipped
center. There is one thing which I've been painting with a lot. I'm happy to see all of you, the PE teachers, for secondary school, both government and private. When we start to get time, I don't see them. You always over there, you surrender your responsibility to somebody who might not even be a staff in the school. The so-called coaches. If I'm lying, you will be the one to tell me at the end of the day. Find most of these schools, when it comes to the type of games, as competitions and so on, you give them out. And at the end of the day, they mess up by bringing you number of mercenaries to play for their schools. Leaving you with your student inside. You will be left with senior 1, and senior 2. So I think, if possible, with this experience you are gaining, go home and get your great farm. Issues of games, issues of sports are under your governance. It is you to train from the classroom and outside classrooms. And that is also part of our idea. To invite you, tell you that. To invite you and give you more knowledge so that you get home when you are able. I'm praying to the organizers. If you also go a little far, give them the skills of being critics and the skills of being coaches in other games. So that when they are there, they take full responsibility of managing the learners. Let me reaffirm to the team who have come and all of you that you are in the same place. Stay well, do everything possible, let us improve well. And might be before I would give up the microphone, I've been having an idea on something very special in my heart. You know, when they always talk of the new curriculum, to this my understanding means there is one which should be new and then there is one which should be old, and if we are not touching the new one, we should totally drop the old one. To me, I feel instead of the word new, they should talk of the improved curriculum. So that we don't drop the old one, but we modify it to help us to the next level. Otherwise, thank you, my friends. God bless you all. Thank you.
To the sport team that is here, Inspector,
the chief guest,
chairperson also, the national coordinator, the lead facilitator, and the facilitators who are here, the hosted teacher, and you, the participant. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much. I am by the name Chan Christopher. I'm the district inspector of school. I'm more of district local government. I'm glad to be with you in this very important opening for this workshop of physical education. DO of Amur called me this morning and delegated me to come and be with you today. The coordinator, we are very grateful to you particularly and Ministry of Education and Sports for bringing this training to Acholi sub-region. As I heard from the participant leader, they were hearing about the training taking place in the other parts of Uganda. But this time it has now come to Acholi sub-region. So when Dio called me to come and interact with you, the first impression was, when I looked at those children who were playing there, people were so impressed, particularly for the children coming from Acholi sub-region. They gave me so many medals and trophies. And this is why you are here. And I think the talent is, identification is you to tell us and how to do it. So when I came to Sacred Heart, I wanted to see two things. One thing, when I saw the coordinator, I suspected immediately because I did not meet her before. I did not meet her before. So when I saw her, I looked at how she dressed up. I said, this must be serious trainer. Immediately looking at her. Then the second thing, I looked at how the physique, the way she looks. Then I wanted to come and confirm from this hall. So when I came to the hall, I saw the way you are dressed. I said, this is real PE. Sincerely, you are all physically fit. I don't know whether any of you is suffering from diabetes. I don't know whether pressure is with any of you, because the medicine of pressure is PE. So, my dear participants, my humble request to you is that don't take this training lightly. When the coordinator was saying there had only 5 people who are trainers of trainers. I mean trainers of trainers, the TUTs. Only 5 from our Acholi sub-region. And 2 are here. Who are these 2? Let me see them. Oh, these are the 2. How about the other trainers from the other sub-region? The reason why I'm saying you should not take this training lightly. Let these people tell you their experiences. You see how they look like. Which are no more than this training that we are taking here, first of all, take it passionately to benefit you and your family. First of all, take it passionately to benefit you. If you see the benefit that the training has now given to these people have become national trainers, why don't you also become one of them? Since we have very, very few category of people like you. There are very few in Uganda. Ministry of Education and Sport has not been started by mistake. There is an aspect of sports, Ministry of Education and Sports. And we have also Minister for Sports. We have Minister for Basic Education. And the madam here is a principal education officer in the ministry. She told me that she started as a grade 5 teacher. And see where she is now. She's now next to assistant commissioner. That's the next stage she will go to. And this is, I'm challenging you people, that you see, any journey starts by one step. Any journey starts by one step. Be very jealous about this thing. At primary level, we have CAPE. At secondary is PE. But CAPE is what? Creative art and physical education. And CAPE, we have 3 categories. We have CAPE 1, which is MDD. Then we have CAPE 2, which is physical education. And CAPE 3 is this creative art, which is about the art and craft, the fine art. Those are the 3 that we taught in primary. But then unfortunately, somehow, this CAPE trained teaching is not effective. The reason being, it is being trained, but it is not being examined by UNEP. They don't teach it. They put it on the timetable, but they don't teach it. Also in secondary, it is called elective. Is it selective? Elective. Now, how you will convince the students to take PE, it is in your docket. The more number of the learners, I mean the students, that will be taking PE, that is the credit that you will have scored. Electives. How many will prefer to come and do PE? That means you are excelling. That means you have taken this training seriously. Ministry of Education and Sports, they emphasize on the sport aspect very much. This is to bring the education to be whole, holistic education. And with holistic education, there are 3 domains, key domains that are supposed to be trained. We have the cognitive domain. That is the brain, where mostly Ugandans are dwelling on. Then we have the affective domain, the heart. And we have the motor skills, the psychomotor, which is where you are now. If you train the learners on this, the 3 domains, definitely they will be having all-round education. I hear also that physical education, these physical activities, will make you last even down on earth. I'm also sure that your children will gain from the knowledge that you are getting now. So I kindly request you that take this training very seriously. Let me tell you, this 1.5 months training that I had changed my entire life. It is not this, the position I'm holding now that made my life, how I am looking now. It's not. It is that too, the 1.5 months training that changed my entire life, even my family. Because I became a national trainer business skill development. And you see money there. You go and train for 1 week, the money can buy for you land. The training I got for 1.5 months. 1 month, 1 week. So, if you take this one as a by the way, the world will also take you as a by the way. Take this training seriously. You never know that from this training, your life will change tomorrow. For those who will take it seriously. I understand that PE is also very good for endurance. You endure until the end. You get full dose. So anything happens, another dose is very dangerous.
Let me start by introducing myself. I'm Reverend Michel, the DO Moro. And apart from being the DO Moro, I'm also the treasurer for National Association of DO and Municipal Education Officers of Uganda at the national level. I'm the treasurer. So when I'm here, I represent our sub-region and also the national team. Our chairperson is the DO for the Acholi sub-region, the DO Amuro. That traveled to Kampala, and she's on the way coming back. So we want to welcome you for this training in this venue, and we are very happy that you have turned up and you are attending the training. Secondly, I want to give my appreciation to Ministry of Education and Sport, Madam Coordinator, the ASU Chairperson, Gulu, the head teacher, and all who are here. We appreciate Ministry of Education choosing our school secretary for having this training for the Acholi sub-region. So we appreciate Ministry for taking this venue and for the 12 days you are going to be here, the 2 weeks, in the training on the lower curriculum. The lower curriculum, as I said, the chairperson, as you have said, is not a new curriculum. It's just amended, added, and make it more practical. We have it here. The whole of it is here. And when we look at the PE, physical education, it has specialization in 19 areas. That when you train our students, they can specialize in any of those 19 areas. And so they can go out and be involved. Soccer practitioners, they can be swimming practitioners, they can be handball, rugby, all that. So there are 19 specialization that we can do under physical education alone. But the lower curriculum has in total up to about 8 different areas, learning areas, that our students should be involved in our primary education. So it's actually an amendment and make it more practical. When we were in secondary, our learning were more theoretical. It was not touch-on, hands-on, and that's what you are now doing, and it's quite good when you have it hands-on. We want to thank also your school for sending you for this training. The various schools that are represented here and the various districts. Also want to thank you as participants for taking your time of being here in Central for this 12 days training. You could have chosen to do other things, but your coming here gives us joy and encouragement that it is something we are valuing. When I was going to Makerere University, way back 1989. In 1989, when I was admitted to do Bachelor of Arts with Education, there was a situation where all the students by then were government sponsored students. There was no private. But when I was admitted, I was told there is no room for you at the university, you don't have accommodation, so you have to come from outside. And I was admitted in Livingston Hall. So, but they told me, for you to go there, there's only one chance. If you're a sport person, then they can give you some accommodation. I have not been in sport. In all my secondary school, I was just a bookworm person, always reading. Then my cousin brothers were very good sport people. Said, why don't you tell them you're a sport person? So that you can be admitted. So I said, fine, let me try that. And I went to the hall and said, I'm a sport person. And what I was doing with my cousin brother, we started joking around and doing exercise. So they said, what sport do you play? I said, I play rugby. And that's what they said, I play rugby. And I also run. I run athletics. So they took me for trial. If you play rugby, you will go to a rugby field. If you are also in athletics, we are going to go. So I went for rugby. I found rugby was very rough. The percentage of you getting injured is 100%. And you need to also run very fast. So I said, I tried rugby, I said, I cannot manage. Then I went for hockey. I also found the ball will hit your leg and you are really in problem with hockey. So in the end, I ended up going for athletics. And then I more specialized in now long distance running. All the 3 years while I was at the university, I now specialized in athletics, long distance running, mini cross country and mini marathon. That's what I was in, and I ended up being a captain in my hall. For long distance racing in Livingston Hall, I was given my hall in my room where I would just say, now I like one of the big people in the hall. So I really enjoyed it, but that's how I ended up joining sports. I was more of a book person, but I went there and started enjoying sports. And so when I finished education, I came and taught in Sir Becker. That's where our chairperson is the head teacher. And later when I joined the education department of Gulu, I became inspector and then eventually district inspector and then DO. I've not left sports. I really still enjoy sports and participate quite a lot and support the sport. So that's how I entered sport, and I more participated in rugby briefly, but I ended up in the long distance running, and I enjoyed it because my height was good. When it is climbing hill, I beat all these tall people. When I'm climbing the hill of Acholi, these tall people are behind. I just beat them. But when it is on the flat, they give me a problem. For us in the local government and in the Department of Education and Sports, we look at it that physical education needs to be made compulsory for all our students. We don't need to make it elective. Every student should be able to do physical education. And this can be done. We are going to see a lot of things coming in place. And that can go to a level, even Parliament can pass it like other countries. Physical education is compulsory. One time I visited the US. When I visited US, in the evening at 5, you'll find that every person goes to do some practice. They go for exercise. In their homes, even people walk their dogs, people go jogging. Every person is doing something to make themselves physically fit. But is this being done in Uganda? No. So I feel that we need to make physical education compulsory. Then secondly, physical education needs to be examinable like other subjects. Sometimes leaving it that is not examinable, people don't see the importance. If it can be examinable, we are going to see quite a lot of things come in place. Then thirdly, physical education equipment needs to be also supplied by Ministry of Education and Sport to all the schools, like Ministry of Education supply textbooks and also supply chemicals. Can we also have supply of equipment from Ministry of Education. So that every student, you are given something at least, and then you back up by buying what is lacking. If that can be done, we can see quite a lot to be in place. And then government also to give to add scholarship for our students, especially those going to do sports science at the university. If they can sports science or diploma in physical education, if government can give more slot onto that, this would really boost our manpower at school level. Because another thing we need to look at as we develop physical education is the regional stadium to be built in all the regions of the country. There have been talk that we will host the African Championship or something like that. But how can we host any international game even when the only national stadium is still being renovated? The other time where I was following up on the African Cup, our team, the grade, are supposed to go and play in Cameroon. There's no stadium in Uganda. We are asking schools to implement physical education fully. When we go to school, we find that on the timetable it is there. There's timetable for physical education, either from 4 to 5, it is there. Or even in the morning, some people say there's PE. But when you go as an inspector or education officer, say, I want to see the children in the field, they're not there. They don't go to the field. So we want it should not just be on the timetable, but should be practically done. Okay? The physical education teachers are here. Make sure that it is on the timetable, and then we also take the student out to do the PE. If that can be done, we will be very grateful. And then lastly, physical education exercise, or the physical exercise, is required in all local government institutions right now by government. That a day should be set in your school. A day should be set in the local government where all the staff go and do physical exercise. So as a teacher of physical education, go back to your school, put a timetable where you learn everybody. Okay? The head teacher, the director of study, the DPP, people should do exercise. Okay? Once a week. And that should keep people fit. Okay? I do wish you success in the 2 weeks training on physical education orientation in Central Arts Secondary School for the Acholi sub-region. So I take this single honor on my own behalf and my colleagues, the DOs of the Acholi sub-region and Ministry of Education and Sport to declare the 2 weeks training officially open. And I wish you the best. I say this for God and my country.
It is you to tell me, assuming you got children in class. Now, when I stand here, I'm like your teacher, I'm like children in school. Senior 2, senior 3, and maybe senior 1. Okay? So your responsibility is to remind yourself, me and my seeing this thing important. What is involved in this athletics? Okay? And then you give the teacher. So every category must know, must talk about it and explain a few things about athletics. This is the beginning point. Do you know why you're in groups? Can someone remind me why you are in groups?
Yes. In groups, in order to share our common understanding and review.
Okay. Therefore, you are supposed to discuss in your group what is athletics. Which primary school did you go to? Did they do athletics? What was involved? So you tell them, you tell you, and you put them together and write them and present. Okay? That is the CCC. It is not the teacher to tell you stories about athletics. It is you to tell the teacher what you understand about athletics. or any other. Okay? Fine, people? Now, I know that you are teachers in schools. I want to remind you one thing, that the groups are not permanent. So, like, how you were yesterday cannot be the same thing as you should do today. As you are today in this lesson, cannot be the same thing as you will be in the next lesson. Maybe it is very becoming. We keep on changing. The role you played in this lesson cannot be the same role you will play in the next lesson. Each group has a team leader in a particular lesson. Okay? That leader cannot be the same leader in the next lesson. Therefore, every leader who comes changes the groups, changes where you are sitting and takes you somewhere else, gives responsibility and leadership to another person. Okay? This one micromanaging leader, and this one micromanaging secretary. Why should we be rotating these roles every now and often? Who can tell me this reason? In school, in young classes, why should we be regularly protecting these kids? Yes, sir.
The issue of genetic skills has to be developed in all of those students.
And genetic skills should be developed in all students. What are genetic skills then?
Like communication skills, leadership skills, correction.
Members, thank you so much. We are getting away from you keeping quiet and saying nothing and actually grow up and go to the world to expect you to talk and say something. So we are starting when you are very young, so that you should be able to talk, explain, write. Okay? And raise yourself so that you have that confidence to talk in a group of people. Therefore, it should not be permanent. Arrange yourself that you can be in charge. Therefore, you should not be doing one individual, to be the one talking, to be the one in leadership. No. Everybody must be given a dosage as they grow into the school system until when they get out. So by senior four, when this person goes to the world, he can stand at the pulpit and preach. Because he has that confidence to communicate with people. We don't wait for this person to go to the theoretical college to be able to stand up and then preach to people. Or to go to the college to be a teacher, to be able to stand in front of others and talk. Because even in our families, we have to discuss issues. So everybody in the family must talk. And talk sensibly. So we are promoting creativity, innovativeness, okay? Problem solving, we're talking about good communication, we're talking about all those being confident, self-confident. You don't get scared of a group of people because they are in front of you. Alright, people? Some people are used to others. It's too close to him, they want to be together all the time. When you bring another person, they are killing this person. So we rotate you regularly because we want to get used to different types of people. Some are thinking, some are pressing, some. You get used to them. Not only you have close to them, you sit in my close friends, you go to them together all the time. And after this, the person wants to be with all the time. Okay, you have time, you can do that. But when the class are telling you that in the world, there are so many different kinds of people that you are going to meet. Therefore, how can you relate with such people in order to live harmonious there? This starts in school, not later in the world. By the time you
came up with as a group. We define athletics as one of the sports that involves running, jumping, walking, and throwing. That was our definition. Therefore, we went ahead and discussed the type of event we have in athletics. The first one we have is track event, and under track event we have long distance races, which include marathon, 10,000 meters, 5,000 meters, and 10,000 meters. In terms of laps, we can divide 10,000 by 400 because the standard needs to be 400 meters.
Okay. Can you present what is there? Don't intimidate us by making a video. Some of us fear mathematics.
Another one we have is medium distance races. Example, we have the 800 meters, 1,500 meters. Then, still after that, we have short distance races. We call them sprints because they're sprinting there. Example, we have is 200 meters, 100 meters, relays, and others. Then another type of event we have is speed event. Under this we have the first group called as cross. Then under cross we have shot put, we have discus, we have javelin, and we have armors. Then under cross we have another group. No, not under cross. We have another group still under field event, which involves the jumps. And other jumps we have high jump, long jump, triple jump, and last what we call pole vault. That is our one, what we came up as a
When you say that, okay? When I say partial trauma, give them one fourth one, okay? Let's get we want to. Partial trauma. Thank you. Next cartoons. We are noting what are document clarifications. Members, all of you in your class, this is a class, you are making your own notes. Therefore, from the presentation, you make your own notes. You have notebook. The teacher will not give you a notebook or notes to make. This is what you do in your school. Okay? They don't make notes by you, but from the presentation, they make their own notes. But they ask where they have not got it right, where they have been confused. Okay? Can I tell you something before they come in? Kids in school will not categorize. Middle, low. Who says that they know those talents? They will just do that. And they are correct. So don't say, oh, forget, let me say it there. No. If you say to the kids and they have one has done that one and then they have first copy, they will get confused in the head. Accept what is there. This is what you accepted. We did as a group. Period. This is competence based. We want to look at their work and we want to see where we need clarification. Okay? So they have all presented us. Now they are going to answer. Based on which group, before they come in. Can I say something? Communication. You are teachers. I'm just pretending that I'm a teacher and a student. But you are teachers. So talk like your teachers, members this way. 2, when the children come to present, they must, communication must be very good. They must introduce themselves first. My name is Michelle Charles. I'm representing Group B to present our findings. I'm here with the group secretary who's holding the chart. Introduce yourself. The beginning is good morning, class. The classmates will know you. You stand where everybody can see your work. Be loud. Come on, don't come and start eating your words like you are talking to yourself. Be loud enough so that everybody can hear you. These are factors that we are injecting in these learners. Not only the academic issues. Okay, so at the end of the day, this man can stand and say, this is me, I'm done doing this. So, and basing on this, this is what we have found out, A, B, C, D, C, and then you are talking. All right, people? This is the CBC. So don't look at on one area. Therefore, look at your child and say, when we were in senior 1, this boy wasn't talking. Now we are in senior 3. The man is really talking. Be able to see the difference. It cannot come in one day. But there are things that this boy was very that I'm telling you. Senior 1, now look at him. Because you have been punching him every day. What you know, what you can do. Now, I said, when we are in senior 1, the information that we are going to generate in our class is based on what? primary is based on where we came from. We didn't say stop here, did we? Did I say that you people have gone to the internet to look at only what is done in this direction? Come on, in your group, tell us what you understand by athletics. That's what I said. So don't start asking me questions. I thought this should be included. No. You. Okay, so I can simply push in and say, when we are developing talent, we start by simple activities that correlate with what will be done later in the regular athletics. So, when we are in primary schools, especially in the lower stages, we do activities that may not be exactly like what you see in international competitions, but that will help these kids to get motivated to reach that level of the standard athletic activities. Okay? So we do stick throwing, we do marble jump, we do scissor, high jump. These are the different things that we do. Rotational throws that are for TID, talent identification. Okay? But they're not in the structured athletics as in the word athletics. Actually, it is called kids athletics activities. Okay? Good. So, these people are going to give us the activities that they think are good for reaction. In the beginning of the sprinters, we need to react, to respond effectively to the stimulus. Okay? And the stimulus is the gun. If you are slow, by the time you start work, the race is gone and you are the last. We don't want to be the last. So we must learn to respond to a given stimuli so that we can effectively perform. Team leader.
Members, I don't know whether it is morning or good afternoon. We are going to present to you some of the drills for reaction time. And if time allows, we may do 3 or 4. We are going to walk in any direction within our working area. And when you hear the whistle again, you stop. Are we ready? From there, we are going to the next. When you hear the whistle, you run around. And when you hear the whistle again, you stop.
Somebody call hey. Hey, senior.
Come here.
Okay, members, listen to me. The instructor is there.
You are depriving your friends.
Permission.
This will be going hard.
That man is in charge. Let him do the work, please. Don't do your own thing. He's the one responsible for you. That's why we said we need an instructor. Okay? Give him the chance to do the work, members.
The purpose of reorganizing meaning that they wanted you to see it was very good observation.
But these people are coming up and those people are coming down, and therefore you confused.
Several activities, but we are going to show you one that is intrapersonal coordination. That is coordination within oneself. And we are going to demonstrate the one for long races. In long races, you need your arm. As you are swinging your arms, they should coordinate with the responding leg. Like for example, if your takeoff leg is the right one, you put it in front, and the other one, the left arm should be in front. As the left leg is behind, the right arm is also behind. So we are going to start on a count of 3 to 1. We start as we count 5. Okay? So we are starting with the takeoff leg in front. 1, 2, 3, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is intra-personal coordination. For long races. Next, short race.
Good afternoon, members. My name is Alexander, member of Group 2. We have designed an activity that we can use for the sprint. That is, should be within an individual. The two hands, the head should also be coordinated. The leg should also coordinate. Starting with the right. The eye knee jumps. So as the right leg is up, the left arm will be down. Okay, like this. This one is up, and then this one will be down. So we'll be jumping. Okay, we go. Speed. 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 Speed.
We have what we call group coordination, and during group coordination we chose a relay, giving off or handing over the baton to our teammate. And we are going to demonstrate it in a cycle form. Let us help one another. We start. I'm starting here as we run round, okay? In cycle. We keep on jogging. We keep on jogging. We just keep on jogging like that. Like that. So dear members, those are the fast
Members, hey, before you go, hang on here. Members, I forgot one thing. I apologize. You didn't ask anything about, you didn't do any clarification with the first group. Then we come to this group. Yes, listen, members, we're on the first group. First group, okay?
Yeah, I'm Francis,
yes.
Teacher. In the first group, I was not pleased with the various instructions apart from the lead facilitators. So that was a problem for me.
I still said it already. Members, listen to the instructor. These are kids, they'll make mistakes, but let the fellow kids listen to the instructor. Not everybody should give instructions. Let one person be the lead instructor. Number 2.
Call me Kiza Sunday, sports science teacher. They were talking about reaction time. Actually, mine is just addition.
Yes.
If you are training your learners, you can even bring in the idea of maybe sitting in the opposite direction, okay? Meanwhile, they sit, maybe if the line is this side, they face the opposite directions. Then you blow, maybe they can...
We are walking. Turn by the right. And walk. And walk. And walk. And walk. Okay, members, we stop here. Now you are making 3 hops with the right, 3 hops with the left. 3 hops with the right, 3 hops with the left. Okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? 2, 3, we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, cast in the right hand. Left leg is in the left. Okay? So you're moving. Choop. 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 Okay? Alternate. We go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. When I clap your hand, you reach your hand up. And you go like that. When I clap, you push again. So the first one will be a clap and then you push. Then I clap again, then you put your hand up. I clap, you push. Okay? 2, 3, we go. Push. Move. Arms up. Go. Stand by the right. Okay. Push. Okay. Hands up. Right. Pull your body up. On the balls of the foot. And go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Come down. Now, with your palms, touch the ground in front of you. Don't flex the knees. Touch the ground. Don't bounce. Okay, we go. Hold it down there. Keep it down there. Now, stretch and go down. Don't change the position of your feet. Stretch. The stretch should be in one leg in the inner thigh. Okay? Okay, by the left, go down. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. By the right, and go. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Calm down, put your legs together. Okay? And then pull out one leg. Right leg in front. And touch both sides. Remember, you're doing the wrong thing. I am on my heel. So relax, yes. Stay on your heel. And go down, your hands on the ground. Don't show too much. Okay? So the stretch is in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, same thing, change the side. Do the same thing and go. Okay? Go down. Pause. One. Go yourself. Up. Yes. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, come up. Everywhere there's a complete step, it may not be there. Therefore, you look at your learners and see whether the issues are complicated. But for kids so young, they would do things that are very complicated, and you have to tone them down yourself. Okay? Especially the boys, you want to show that they are very strong. Anything else? Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. For me, I want to just make it correct. I have been saying a proper walk. I want to do a chameleon walk. Trap moves in all directions, in 4 directions. Maybe I can demonstrate. Move forward, move backward.
So at the end of the day, if she can't make the straight leg push up, you make her do the knee. Everybody go down. Knee. Push up. Knee. Pull. Yes. Everybody. Long back, long back. Put your hands forward. Long back. No. Yes, like him, like that man in red. Okay? Then you go down. Knee. I said knee. I didn't say straight leg. Man. That one very well. Now we are doing on our behalf. Then straight back. Okay, we go. 2. All right. 3. Okay. 4. All right. 5. Thank you very much. So we do the knee, and then every girl will be involved. If they fear, they straight leg. Okay. Yeah, they do the knee. All right. So thank you so much, people. We want to move. I really want to appreciate that whatever they did was about strength. And it was for the individual person to get that strength. Nothing was outside strength. We could do more. We could do on real hill climbing. We could do on harness running. We could add on so many other activities that can make us better in strength. Before I go to the endurance,
yes,
this gentleman wants to say something.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, the group members. I wanted to throw a question to the instructor.
Yes, good.
Help me understand why some pairs were changing the road, but others they were not changing the road. I don't know why. Because I have seen others they were changing the road. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all.
Thank you.
I have the instructors. All these things, the instructions that came from this group were determined by this group. So whatever they did to demonstrate
For the intent
was
of the group.
an agreement. Unanimous decision. That should not be applied in the classroom situation.
Hello, members, listen to this also. I said it already. Do not force someone to do. If someone gets injured because you forced, you are responsible. We want us to do, but sometimes we don't have to force. Members, don't force. Because it may look simple, but in this person's mind, it may be complex. And eventually, an injury occurs, and the parent will be on your neck, on the school's neck, and the school will leave it to you. Okay? So don't say by force you must all have strength. No. Sometimes I can do. Like there are things I can do, and there are things I'll just look around because I know what is wrong with my body. Okay? I can simply talk about them, but I will not do because my body will say, don't do. Okay?
To throw more light on what the instructor has said, some cases in your class you will have students who are sick on specific days.
Yes.
So there you'll have not to force them. Maybe he had a case or an issue of a sickness, that is why he's not taking part in a particular activity. So that can also be our concern as teachers as well.
I still want to insist you are not doctors. So don't pretend that you know the life of this person, the health of this person very well. You'll just look and say, you are fine. My friend, something goes wrong, the school will just leave you alone. And you'll be in trouble alone. But I insist on that. Safety first. Safety is key. Demarcate the activity area and make sure people have enough space to work in. If you don't take care of safety, it will be negligence on your side if anything happens to the learner. So be mindful of the safety of the learners. Safety is the beginning point. So you see me every time I want to rest factor. Okay? Yes, rest is about relevance, accuracy, coherence, and correct. So those are the factors that lead you to say this girl deserves a 1, a 2, or a 3. Don't imagine I was in a school in Serere and someone was just adding 90% divided by 5 and then eventually get 3 points. Okay, 2.5. Then I say, you, what is this you're talking about? Where is the rest in your work? It is not there, and the man is giving marks, and this one is moderate, this one is basic, this one is excellent. Again, from the calculation, just a little of mathematics, I said, it doesn't work like that. So, make the activity with integration, make it in such a way that they have not those areas that you pick on and look at and say, this point and this point and this point makes it excellent. This point and this point makes it moderate. And this point and this point and this point makes it basic. Okay? By the way, we are coming to see that integration, active integration, writing the name and working out scores this person basic. This because I want you to go to school and you are very good. 2, we don't average anything. This kid may be very good in throws. So don't say in PE is worse. Talk about throws alone. Hey, he was very good in throws, but he failed to jump. So in jumps is basic, but in throws is show those areas. Therefore, don't make an average. Is average good. Because we cannot be competent in everything. Your mathematics, you could be very good and you are proud to say you are a good mathematician, but there are some areas of mathematics that are challenging to you. We are in class. We are in class.
Here.
We are 8 in class. We have 3 linguistic groups. And in your class, in your group, you decide a few people to work. Why? What is the criteria of selecting those 2 people? Members, the only people who are not supposed to work in your class are the city people. Everybody is supposed to be active. Include everybody. Make everybody in your class active. Don't make them stand and look at you. You know why I asked whether you use the improvised material? Because I came and I saw one long line of people using one button. I said, why? Why do you do that? Too forward if they are not active. So we talk about improvisation because we want all of them to be active. Therefore, make these learners active. Ladies and gentlemen, make your 100 kids in school, in your class, active. Don't say you people sit, I am using only 2-5. They don't want to see. Their job is to work. They want to be active. They want to get engaged. Okay? Teachers, I know how big some classes are. Don't use just a few people. All the class kids must get involved except the sick. So I was there looking, I said, no, but I made 2 groups and this was supposed to be very many. Why just a few? And remember, I started with, hope you use the improvised material. And the answer was, yes. Now I'm seeing them using only the button, the real button, nothing else. It's real people. We can't learn by just look. I'm telling you people, because you watch football a lot, you think you know football. Because every evening you're on the TV watching, you think you know football? You don't know football, come on. It is a